All right, welcome back, guys. We are here to discuss the Yankees right now. It is Sunday, and boy, the talk of the town here is Ben Rice.
But what are you guys gonna do with Rizzo?
Who? Rizzo? We got Ben Rice, first rookie in Yankees history to hit 3 home runs in one game. If you want to see those highlights, go check out our TikTok at JAFM Audio. Now, this guy is impressive. The Yankees, I don't know how bad we needed that spark yesterday.
Yes.
But boy, did we need that spark. Thank God for Ben Rice. Came up big with 3 home runs.
Yes. So, the Yankees geniuses decide to put Ben Rice in a leadoff spot. People are crying about it. They move Anthony Volpe out of the leadoff spot. People are upset. And then Ben Rice comes through, and now the naysayers are nowhere to be found. So, people don't realize the importance of one extra bat in a lineup. A bat that's actually hot, hitting well. It can do wonders for any team. And the Yankees showed yesterday they scored 14 runs, led by Mr. Ben Rice with 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. Now, we're not going to get 3 home runs from Ben Rice every day, right?
I'd highly doubt that.
But if he can become the type of hitter that pitchers now have to worry about, it's just an extra one in that lineup that the Yankees lineup has been lacking.
Oh, yeah. His bat was definitely electric last night. He's been hitting the ball pretty decent, too. Hopefully he can stay hot and stay consistent. I think that's the biggest thing we can hope for is consistency.
Yes.
And interesting stat here, him and Mickey Mantle are the only Yankee rookies ever with 7 RBIs in a game.
So he joins the company of Mickey Mantle. That's impressive.
History was made last night.
Right.
Well, yesterday afternoon. But I want to get further into these talks with the Yankees now. Clearly, we haven't had the best past 30 days. Hopefully this win against Boston turns things around, and hopefully we can win tonight against Boston again.
Yeah.
I want to see consistency, man. I think that's one thing that's been bothering me about, this 30-day, these past 30 days. It's just been super inconsistent when it comes to the hitting, the pitching, and even the lineup, man. I think, I'll be honest, I want to see consistent playing time for Ben Rice. I want to see consistent playing time for Austin Wells. And I want to see consistent playing time for Oswaldo Cabrera, too.
Yeah.
I think these guys need to be in the lineup. And I think it messes with guys' rhythm when you're not playing every day.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Yankees had to see what Ben Rice was capable of doing also. Can we throw him up? Can we throw him out there against lefties? I think he's earned it now where he's going to be the starting first baseman until maybe Rizzo gets back, if you even want to go that route. Because if Ben Rice has a good few weeks here.
If he can stay hot, I say keep him in the lineup.
Yeah, you can't take him out. You got J.D. Davis waiting back there. He's a righty who hits lefties. I mean, at this point, do you even put him there in the lineup? I doubt it. Leave Ben Rice. Let him play. He's young, energetic. He's provided a spark to the Yankee lineup.
What's interesting is Ben Rice is not really a first baseman. He's actually a catcher.
Yes, he is.
So you think if Rizzo comes back, if they do want to insert him into the lineup, do they move him to the catching position?
I don't know if they're going to go do that in the middle of the season. He has to learn the pitches. The pitches have to learn him. I don't know if that's something that they're going to want to do.
I mean, you can't count it out because the Yankees, they've been throwing everything in the kitchen sink to see what sticks.
Yeah. So here's the big thing now.
Yeah.
They have to win tonight on ESPN.
100%.
You have to win this series. It's set up now for you guys to win. So you're home. You have Luis Hill on the mound, who's, let's be honest, the last 3-4 games, he's been mediocre at best. But this is a game that the Yankees need to win.
I definitely agree. We need to win this game. I think if we win this series, we win tonight, and convincingly, I think this is, a turnaround point in the season where we start to play well again.
Yeah.
And we start to scale our wins and regain control of first place.
Yeah.
We need to win. Another thing I want to get into is the pitching, which, again, has been very inconsistent. One thing I do want to note is Clay Holmes, man.
Yeah.
5 blown saves on the season.
Yeah. So just a short month ago, we're talking about how great Clay Holmes was, or how he's been. He had a 0 ERA. He's doing. This is this is what happens during the course of a season. You know, if you look throughout the whole league, I don't think there is a closer without a blown save. So, but you know, it was bound to happen. Now, can you get him back on track? That's the key there.
You know, he had a lot of ups and downs through the season. Right now, he's on a down. Hopefully, he can get back on track to where he's dominating at the end of games. And I used to watch these games and not worry when we, got down to the last couple innings and, Clay Holmes came in and shut it down. Now, I feel like I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm nervous. I'm like, is he going to blow another one? So I hope we can turn it around and become more consistent with closing out games.
Yeah. So, I mean, the Yankees, how do you feel their starting pitching has been, in the last, like I said, a month ago we were talking about their starting pitching was great. It's taken a little turn for the worse. What do you think? How do you feel?
I mean, it's hard to say. I don't want to be concerned, but I think a big deal of this too is Garrett Cole. He hasn't been his best since coming back. He's been okay to say the least. If he can get back to his 100% self, then we have nothing to worry about, even if everyone else doesn't, pitch well. We've been pitching okay. Mm-hmm. We haven't been pitching terrible.
Yeah.
I think the starters have been pitching just okay. We need them to start pitching pretty good.
Yeah, well, they're sixth overall in the league with a 3.59 ERA, but I believe they were number one 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So they've had a bad stretch here, but then they haven't been doing terrible, but they've had a bad stretch, and it shows. But once again, it comes back to if there's a lineup that's not hitting, and you're a pitcher and you feel like, all right, these guys are going to score one run if we're lucky. Then you're trying to make every pitch perfect. You're trying to make every pitch count. You're not going with a curveball on 2-0. You're going with a fastball right down the middle. And these are professional hitters that are going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, when we score runs, that takes a ton of pressure off of pitchers. They don't have to think as much on the mound. They don't have to worry about hitting their spots as much. They can play loose. And right now, we're seeing when the offense is not producing, the pitchers do get into a little bit of trouble. Another thing I do want to see is more consistency within the lineup. There's been a long stretch where it's just been the first 3 or 4 batters hitting the ball.
Absolutely.
After that, it's like just throw it down the plate and they're not going to hit it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an opposing pitcher, and you get through Soto and Judge, Verdugo's been cold. Mm-hmm. Trevino doesn't hit.
Oh yeah.
Torres, we don't know what happened to Gleyber Torres. Who else do you have out there? LeMahieu has done nothing. Volpe's been ice cold.
Yeah, it's been,
so outside of Soto and Judge, now remember, this Yankee team has been slumping bad for the last 4 weeks, and Judge has been red hot.
Yeah.
So imagine if he wasn't hitting. Yeah, it becomes even worse. But I think
Judge is having a career season so far.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's been on a tear.
Yeah.
After that slow start in April,
yes,
he's going crazy.
Which went into May also. It wasn't
Thank God we have Judge, because if we didn't have him, we probably have a lot of donuts. Yeah. A lot of shutouts.
So how can the Yankees fix themselves here? Win tonight, win the series. Right?
Oh yeah, definitely win tonight.
Then you got to go to Tampa Bay.
Yes.
Go win 2 out of 3 against Tampa. Then you go to Baltimore, which gets interesting. It's the 3-game series in Baltimore. Baltimore hasn't really been tearing it up either. Yeah, for lack of a better word.
We definitely have a chance, before the All-Star break.
Yes.
To regain first place.
Right.
Or, get a little bit closer.
Yeah.
We see Tampa Bay twice between now and the All-Star break, and then we have 3 games against the Orioles. And then, right after the All-Star break, we face the Mets again for the last half of the Subway Series.
Yeah, and I almost feel bad for you guys because, the Mets are playing well, and it'd be a shame to take 2 from you guys in Yankee Stadium as well.
Don't get too ahead of yourself. Right. We're turning it around. June is over, James. That's what I'm going to say. We're in July.
Yeah.
The Mets got hot in June.
I think the Mets are 4-2 in July. I'm not sure. I got to look that up.
Yeah, we'll see by the time we play the Yankees,
So can the All-Star break come soon enough for the Yankees? This is something that's going to benefit the Yankees, having 3-4 games off.
I think it'll benefit the Yankees, but I don't think it'll benefit Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is swinging the bat extremely well. You got to wonder, will the break affect his swing?
I think he'll be fine.
I don't know. Sometimes when players get an extended time off, it kind of messes with their timing. And
Yeah, I think
hope it
Aaron Judge
doesn't.
will be fine. I think even when Aaron Judge is in a slump, he could still hit the ball 400 feet. So
Speaking of slump too, Soto's been kind of quiet.
yes,
I expected Soto in the beginning of the season was doing incredible. I feel like a lot of the times now he is looking for walks. Granted, he doesn't always get pitches to hit, but in sometimes big spots, he's looking for a walk in big spots where we need him to put the ball in play. At least a sac fly to the outfield, move the runner over, and he's. I feel like he's up there. Every count is 2-2, 3-2, looking for a walk, and
yeah, that
I
was
expected
mentioned.
more.
That was mentioned a lot too in the beginning of the season when the Yankees were winning. Soto was still walking a lot, but it wasn't really affecting because you had the 3 and the 4 or 5 batters bringing him in. But there was some people that made mention of they think he should swing the bat more.
I agree with that. We got him to be electric. We got him to be that bat in the lineup that people fear. Now, who's gonna fear a guy that's just looking for a walk?
Last 15 games, he's batting 200, 10 strikeouts, 18 walks. On base percentage still over 400, although he's only batting 200. But yeah, I think it comes to a point sometimes where when you have a team that's looking for that big hit, and for the last few weeks, he hasn't really given the Yankees that big hit.
It's hard because you don't want him extending his strike zone too far to where he's swinging at bad pitches. But there's a lot of times where he'll take an inside pitch that's clearly a strike and just drive it to right field. It's a short right field. Swing for the fences. Sometimes we need that little extra boost in the lineup for some offense.
Yeah.
And, when you get a walk, yeah, that's good. You get on base. But sometimes these guys behind you are not hitting. Judge, if they walk you, they walk Judge. Who do they really have to worry about after those two?
But at the end of the day, he's not the problem in that Yankee lineup.
No, I don't. But I just want to see him swing the bat a little bit more freely. But, I understand that may not be his game.
Right.
But I would like to see him swing the bat a little bit more.
All right, you heard it. Soto, swing that bat more. Although they want to walk you, just swing the bat anyway.
Come on, no. You gotta watch. No, if you watch the games and you watch these at bats, there's a lot of good pitches that he's taking. There was I forgot which game it was. 1 out, runner on third. I think we were down 1 run. Soto comes up to the plate. Doesn't do anything. I mean, come on. He took a couple good, pitches to hit.
Well, he passed the baton to Aaron Judge.
Yeah, but come on. You're Juan Soto. Put the ball in play.
Anthony Volpe, last 7 games, he's batting .097. Last 15 games, he's batting .167. For the last 30 games, which is over the course of a month, he's batting .199. He has lost the leadoff role for now, at least. They made a good decision by moving him out of there.
You know what? I think moving him back down to 5th, he hit a good shot, a nice double in the last game against the Red Sox. I think it takes a little bit of the pressure off of him. I think he doesn't have to think as much in his at-bats. I think he could swing freely. I don't think this is a bad move. I don't think he should get down on himself for losing the leadoff role. Sometimes you do better in other spots than others. 5 is not a bad number. Go up there, swing freely, put the ball in play. And not for nothing, we need some help on the bottom of that lineup. So maybe extending the lineup out a little bit, we get some productivity in the bottom half of the lineup.
Okay. So the Yankees have the Red Sox tonight on ESPN. It's a big win. You have to get the W today.
Oh, yeah.
You have to win the series. Maybe it'll get you guys back on the right track, get the confidence up again. Then they have the Rays. They go into Tampa. Then they go into Baltimore for 3. And then you have the All-Star break. So the Yankees can finish off the first half of the season relatively strong if they win these next 2 series. Baltimore's going to be tough. They have to win tonight against Boston to win this series. They haven't won a series in almost a month, which is unheard of. The way we spoke about this team for the last 2 months, I mean, this is really mind-boggling. What the hell happened here? But it is baseball. It's a marathon, and it looks like they've hit a little speed bump. Let's see what happens. Win tonight, and then I think they can get back on course. I really truly believe that.
I do agree.
Yes.
Let's go Yankees. Let's win tonight. Let's win the next series. Let's continue winning series, and let's get hot going into the All-Star break and carry it straight through to the playoffs. We will see you on the next episode, hopefully with the Yankees winning more games. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.